Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Choma. I'm a content creator based in Ontario, Canada. Guys, you're welcome. If this is your first time, please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. You can also turn on the bell notification so as to get notified whenever my video drops, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. That way YouTube can recommend my videos to other people. Okay, and to my OGs, thank you for tuning in. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be reacting to something very important that I saw on Instagram, and the name of the Instagram account is Nigerians in Canada. You can go check out the Instagram, Nigerians in Canada. Those who wants to move to Canada, those who are already in Canada, they join the group for maybe updates. They want to ask something, they'll ask the group. Whoever that has the answers will be in the comment section. So I love the group so much, and I'm also a member of that group. Okay, the reason why I'm making this video is because I made a video on this, which I'm going to be leaving in the description and probably on the screen, the title. It has to do with deportation, like somebody deported, it was deported, something like that. I made mention of some of these things, some things you should do at the point of entry, and some things you shouldn't do. Okay, so ignorant is not an excuse, to be honest with you. These days, you cannot just give an excuse of, oh, somebody did not tell me. People don't need to tell you anything anymore. You can Google, you can search, you have YouTube, you have Google, we have social media that you can get information from. Because we say what? Information is power. So be well informed. If you are kind of naive about a particular thing, make sure you get yourself really informed about that thing before you sojourn to another country. I don't know if I'm making sense. So this person, I'm 100% sure this person did not research, did not Google, did not do anything of sort. That was why he fell prey to this immigration officer. So I'm going to be reading this article, and I will just give my 2 cents on that. So this person wrote, I would like to share an incident with your followers so that people on the same table can learn. One of my friends was supposed to land in Pearson Airport yesterday, and in fact, I was at the airport yesterday to pick him up. The Pearson Airport is at Toronto, in Ontario. So to pick him up, I waited for more than 6 hours, hoping for him to come out, but there was no sign of him. I tried contacting him to no avail. I now later found out that he was sent back to Nigeria because his intention was exposed at the point of entry, which is POT. It happened that my friend was questioned as normal, like questioned as normal, just like the normal questions they do ask newbies in Canada. The officers then asked him if he has the intention of working in Canada, if at all he gets a job, which he said yes, and he started saying he has been applying for jobs even before landing, and some of his friends already promised him some under the table jobs. Can you imagine? Even if, let's just say you didn't even rehearse, like you didn't even research, not rehearse, didn't even research. How can you tell an officer that somebody is looking for under the table job? Do you know under the table job is against the law in Canada? You want to avert tax. Do you know it's against the law in Canada to do under the table jobs? And now you're telling an immigration officer that, oh, I'm looking for, I'm so upset right now. Let me just keep reading. Calm down. Him under the table jobs. That was how he started saying all he wasn't supposed to say out of excitement. And he said the officer was also playing along and asking him further questions. That's what they do. He said after the whole conversation, they asked him to go and wait inside one room, and after much back and forth, he knew something wasn't right and also knew he has fucked up. He said the next thing they told him was he needs to join the next flight back to Nigeria, as they are convinced his purpose to visit will be defeated, and he isn't good law abiding individual. That was how he was sent back to Nigeria back home, right? Poor me, I didn't know in time that I was only waiting aimlessly, not knowing the person I came to pick up has been sent back home. I am even lucky that the guy didn't mention my name. If not, maybe I would have been arrested at the airport easily without committing any offense. The guy just landed in Nigeria and was just ghosting me, gisting. I wanted to say gisting me, say ghosting me. Okay, gisting me about the whole incident. He even said they seized his phone and went through his chat and found some conversations of some of his friends here in Canada promising him some kind of illegal job. He said they requested for those people's details, including their addresses here in Canada. I am just saying this to create awareness for people to be careful and be mindful of how you chat with those coming visiting visa and having others ulterior motive after their purpose of coming to Canada. I'm sorry, I'm reading like a kindergarten. I need to increase this. It's very tiny, so I'm trying to struggle. So these other ones are not relevant. It's just like an advice. So what are your thoughts in the comments section after reading this? What are your thoughts in the comment section? I'm so upset. I am so upset with people. One thing I used to say here is before you go to any country, research a lot about traveling, what to do, the pros and cons, what not to do. These things are very important. Don't say you're ignorant. My agents have done everything. There's nothing else for me to do. No. Before we left, I've never left the shore of Nigeria in my entire life till we traveled 2016 to United States. Google was my only friend. I was Googling, come up with questions that were asked in the point of entry. And I told you my story. If you watched my other video, I shared my story where in my head, I and my husband thought point of entry because we're supposed to land in Canada and in Florida. So we thought point of entry because this is applicable to also United States and Canada. It's the same question they'll ask you, right? So my point of entry was in Florida, right? And our first landing was in New York. So I never knew that New York was supposed to be the point of entry where they will ask you these valid questions, right? So I was thinking, oh, it's Florida. So we're so prepared for Florida questions, in Florida airport, not knowing the questions were going to be in New York. So when we arrived in New York, like the officer was asking us, do we book an hotel? We showed our hotel reservation. Do we do this? Anything they show, how much do you have? How long are you going to be staying? 2 weeks max, Okay, they were just asking us some kind of questions. So I even leaned my hand on the officer's table because I was pregnant. I was like 8 months pregnant at that time. I leaned my hand on the table like, Oga, talk quick. I'm waiting for this point of entry, like the questions, The man was like, please excuse me, can you remove your hand from the table? So, I'm sorry, sir, because I was so exhausted. So we never knew, but we were so nonchalant. We were trying to even catch up with our flight because we were running late and to catch up with the flight to Florida, So maybe that was even what helped us, our nonchalance and how we felt like, wow, please hurry up. Maybe that was one because we were not nervous, we were not like, So maybe that was even what helped us. And secondly, we already knew what we were going to say because we already rehearsed, we already talked about, all these things were already in place. We already got ourselves really informed. When you're coming to a country you don't know, get yourself informed. Information is power. It's lack of information that made this boy become so ignorant. Like, the ignorance is annoying. The ignorance is so annoying that I feel like spanking this person because this is something that can be averted. How long can you be staying? If you're on your in your application, you said you're going to be staying 2 weeks. Make it 2 weeks. No long torrenchi. Don't talk too much. Be precise, because talking too much will lead to more questions and more questions. How long are you staying? I'll be staying max 2 weeks, because that was what you wrote, 2 weeks or less, because I have businesses to take care of. And if you get a job for you, are you going to do? No. I'm very comfortable in my country, Nigeria. I have businesses that I take care of. I just cannot. And the weather in Canada is also harsh. I don't think I can survive in Canada. I'm going back to my country. I love my country so much. So it's max 2 weeks. Simple, make it precise, make it simple, make it straight to the point. I got really upset after saying this. Like, I was like, oh my god, what a life. But I pity this person anyways. So I heard another gist of this whole immigration tactics where somebody told somebody, this is like a gist that we just sitting and we just gisting about it. And apparently this lady was a Nigerian, and he traveled from Canada because he was a refugee. I know, as a refugee in Canada and anywhere in the world, if you claim refugee in a particular country, you can't go back to that country where you're being persecuted, right? So you cannot go back unless you can go back on the ground that the persecutor is dead or something very serious, right? So this person was permanent resident of Canada and wants to go visit maybe families and friends and all that. So he traveled to probably Nigeria. So he went everywhere. He didn't take pictures, didn't do anything. He also went to Ghana and saw the husband and all that and came back. So at the point of entry, the immigration officer was like, "Did you have fun in Nigeria? Did you see that? Your loose mouth, or if you don't have akonuche in your brain, you say, Nigeria, I saw my family, I saw I saw my mom that I've not seen in 12 years, I saw my sister." You will start gisting. Oh, did they go to Lagos? Because they call Lagos. Did they go to Lagos? I went to Lagos. I went to Balogun Market. I traveled to Abuja. You open your mouth and you're thinking your immigration officer are besties. Please, madam, can you just tell me? They will revoke your permanent residence. They will, in your eyes like this, they will revoke your permanent residence. So this person was like, "Did you, how is Lagos? No, not how is Lagos. How is Nigeria? Hope you had fun." I didn't go to Nigeria. I was in Ghana. Because there was nothing to prove that you went to Nigeria. She didn't take pictures. There's no stamp in his passport to show that he went to Nigeria, right? Because it's like he went through the back door and all that. I don't know. But anyways, he was like, "I didn't go to Nigeria. I went to Ghana to just visit my family and friends and came back. I didn't go to Nigeria." Oh, okay. Imagine if this girl had said, "Oh, Nigeria is good. I went to traditional marriage of my sister who got married, who gave birth after 25 years. I went to see my mom of 12 years." You start gisting. You think immigration officer is not your friend. They just say, "Madam, please stay in this room. I'm staying in this room. That is the last time you step your foot in Canada again." Be well informed. Be well informed. Make research it. Some people will tell me, "Oh, there is this pathway in Canada and I will send you link." They will not even want to open the link. Tell me about the link. After I sent you the link, I know now, but explain it to me. After have you read it? I have not read it. Just summarize it. Why you want to come to Canada? Why can't you sit down, sit your butt and read it for yourself? Because you are the one coming. If anything happens, it's on you, not me. Not me, because I have no business with that. I've given you my own 2 cents in regards to what you ask. All you have to do is make other researches. Please, it's very important. We've come to the end of this video. I came here to rant. Like, I'm so upset. I'm very upset. I came here to rant. But it's not, is it ranting? I came here to rant, but actually I felt really bad for this person, but it is what it is, okay? And this person, before you come to Canada again, hey, Onishirishi. Before you come to Canada again, I think it's like they'll give like 10 years ban or something, or even ban. I don't know how many years. I will not even say what I don't know, but I'm thinking it's 10 years. Okay, I think it's 10 years. And after 10 years, you try to reapply again, you already have an history of ban. So they will keep rejecting you. That's how this thing works. They already saw your history that this person has been banished. For that reason, we'll keep rejecting this person. They will just be giving flimsy excuses of rejection. You will not know that the main reason why they're rejecting you, that you were not law abiding 10 years ago. So be well informed, okay? We've come to the end of this video. Please do well to share with friends and family so they can get well informed, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.